his eyes when he realized a massive lion was staring at him. He trembled in fear, certain his life was about to end. At that moment, a rare white cub leapt down from a tree and ran straight to its mother. To his astonishment, the lion turned and thanked him. A smile spread across his face. The night before, he had stumbled upon a pack of wolves attacking the cub. In his tribe's belief, a white lion is a messenger of the gods, so he had stepped in without hesitation and driven the wolves away. The little cub looked curiously at the human who had saved it and, in a faint voice, expressed its gratitude. The man was stunned, which only strengthened his belief that the white lion was a sacred creature. He spent the entire night beneath the tree guarding the cub until the next day, when mother and child were finally reunited. Although the white lion was seen as sacred in the eyes of people, in the world of lions he was an outcast. The young cub was often pushed aside by the pride. Fortunately, his father, the Lion King, never rejected him. Whenever he saw his son sad and alone, he would stay by his side and play with him. The little white lion grew deeply attached to his father, and under his protection, he enjoyed a happy childhood. But then everything changed. Two powerful males broke into the pride. To protect his family and defend his honor as king, the father had no choice but to fight. Facing two opponents at once, he quickly grew exhausted and was soon defeated. This meant he had lost his throne. The young cub could only watch helplessly as his father walked away. Meanwhile, the new ruler's first act was to wipe out the bloodline of the old king. The younger lions scattered, running for their lives. The white cub fled along with them, but surviving alone was nearly impossible. He tried to find and join some of the others who had escaped, only to be cruelly driven away by those who had once been part of his pride. Hungry and exhausted, he had no choice but to keep wandering forward. Fortunately, a wide river flowed through the canyon. The little white lion approached the bank and, after making sure it was safe, carefully bent down to drink. But even with all his caution, danger was already creeping closer. He instinctively dodged an attack, only to find another crocodile blocking his path. In his panic, he slipped and fell into the river, right into the crocodile's territory. With no choice but to fight for his life, the cub swam with everything he had. His strong will to survive pushed him ahead, and he barely managed to scramble onto the shore, while the crocodile could only watch helplessly as its prey escaped. After that, the little white lion wandered into unfamiliar land, where he came across a strange-looking house. Before he could get close, a wild boar suddenly burst out. Instead of being afraid, the boar charged straight at him. With no hunting skills at all, the cub was no match and soon found himself chased around helplessly by the crazed animal. In the end, he had nothing to show for it but a few sips of water before collapsing from exhaustion. When he woke the next day, he discovered what looked like a feast laid out before him, an open plain filled with countless grazing animals. Hope flickered once more in his heart, but although these herbivores weren't aggressive, they could run incredibly fast. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't catch a single one. The hope that had just begun to burn was extinguished again. Helpless, he lay flat on the ground, watching an endless parade of food pass right before his eyes without being able to take even a bite. The torment